All right, everybody, it's now time for the nacho cheese sauce. And here is the recipe. And there again, if you need a copy of it, let me know and I will get it and I can email it to you or get you a copy of it. So there's all of our how it works. Here's all of our ingredients. Because my bowl wasn't big enough, I have 2 separate, 1 cup in each bowl of milk, so a total of 2 cups of milk. I put my salt and pepper all in one because it goes in together anyway. And the recipe calls for 1 jalapeno. I am kind of a wimp and I don't like it that spicy, so I'm only doing half of a jalapeno, 1 garlic clove, peeled. And it calls for a tablespoon of taco seasoning. The last time I made this, I thought it could be a little bit more taco flavored, so I did like a heaping tablespoon of taco seasoning, and then 8 ounces of cheddar cheese cubed. So, and we add it in the order it is in the recipe. So first thing in, and I should say my assistant, Chef Alyssa, is helping me. So we're gonna do both cups of milk, Alyssa. Be careful not to splatter it.
I know.
Just set it off to the side. It's fine.
Get it to drip so it doesn't drip on the camera.
Okay.
Okay, both cups of milk.
Okay, then the taco seasoning.
Seasoning.
Yep. And then the salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Yep.
I run so quickly.
And the jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
And the garlic clove.
Garlic clove.
And then
that's safe right down.
try to kind of scatter the chunks of cheese around in there. So all of that cheese goes in there. Just kind of scatter it around. Ooh, be careful. There's jalapeno in there. You don't want that in your eyeball.
I've heard it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Once Sissy got fire sauce in her eye.
Yep.
And just a few more. Okay.
All right, and then we replace the lid. Oh, you know what? We were not supposed to add that cheese in yet.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we add the hamburger to the skillet.
All of it?
Yep.
Okay.
JC, back up.
Yeah.
And turn it on. And then just leave it on high. And so then when we're cooking our hamburger, making ground beef into taco meat, sauce, you know, spaghetti meat, whatever, we're gonna use our mix and chop. Usually I let it kind of brown for just a minute or so on the bottom, and then just kind of helps keep the steam inside to help cook it. Yep, and so you just kind of push down and kind of twist, and it breaks that meat up into nice ground meat. That's good. Okay, that's good, baby. If you'll put the meat package in the trash, and then grab the taco seasoning for me. Now as we check on our blender, it's still getting the temperature over here. Just working away.
Oh, you got this?
We'll only need 2. And just set those off to the side because we don't need them. buddy. Oh, there you go, Chasey. Yeah, that'll cook off. And of course, I have a dog helper too. He thinks he's getting some of this.
You won't get anything unless I drop something.
Which is highly possible.
Yep, I'm messy person. 110 degrees on the blender.
When I do my taco meat, I usually let the meat cook about halfway and then add the first half of the taco seasoning, then finish cooking it, and then add the second half. And so my huge family, we do basically 2 pounds of ground beef and 2 packages of store-bought taco seasoning. Yep.
So we only have 5 people.
That eat a lot.
Yeah, that's true. And then no nachos.
So as you guys can see, even browning hamburger with the mix and chop, my 10-year-old can do it. So
if I can do it, anybody can do it.
That's super true. If she can do it, anybody can do it. So this mix and chop is also great for baking scrambled eggs. Chase, no! Scrambled eggs, any kinds of ground meat, anything that you need to kind of mix together. That mix and chop is fantastic for.
How long, or what is the temperature on
I
here?
think 120. It doesn't tell you on there.
Oh.
But I think it's getting close. As you can see, it is kind of starting to brown, and as she kind of just turns it, it's just kind of flipping it around and making sure it gets cooked all the way through. You kind of can move it around the pan to where you have hot spots. This probably needs to scoot back just a smidge. Push that handle back a little bit. Oh, it's because that pot's in there. I have too much stuff out.
From other meals.
I did most of the dishes today.
That's good.
Definitely think it's getting there because now the blender is turned down on the blending part.
Yeah, I think it might be 130 or 200.
Yep.
You've been there for a while.
Try to keep it down so that the stuff falls off. There you go.
Okay.
Now you're good. So yeah, here in a minute we'll add taco seasoning.
Taco Bell original taco seasoning.
Okay, so now we're gonna add 1 package of taco seasoning because we're about, you can see, we're about halfway cooked.
Okay. There's that.
Kind of stir it around, kind of push it in, mix it around.
Oh, it's definitely very brown now.
Good, might be almost done. Yep. I just kind of use it to kind of chunk it up too.
Makes my arm.
Want me to do it for a minute?
No, I'm fine.
Perfect. Good job. Okay, now that we've got the hamburger basically all cooked, we're going to add the other package of taco seasoning. Sorry, I had to pause my video and answer the phone. Go away, Chase. Kind of scrape it off the sides too a little bit. There you go.
Try not to dump it off.
Yeah, that's better. You're fine, it'll beep when it's ready. All right, and there is our taco meat. And I'm gonna pause the video and I will come back when we're ready for the next step of the nacho cheese. Hey guys, as you can see, it finally got to temperature. It beeped, it told us now we have to add. So we're gonna add our roux to make the sauce thicker.
Flour and butter.
And so we take the cap off the top. And carefully add it in through the hole.
Try not to get it everywhere like
Try not to get it everywhere. That's a good thing.
Okay.
Yep, that's good enough.
That's good enough.
Yep. Okay, then we put the cap back on
This.
because it will make a hot mess otherwise. Yep.
Do it. Okay.
And then we hit start again.
Start. Do I just push it?
Yep.
Got it.
So then it goes again, and when it's done with that thickening up, we get to add the cheese.
The cheese.
So this, I think, takes a little while again. So as you can see, it's just working away. Is the jar warm?
What?
Is the jar warm?
Kind of.
A little warm? Okay, we're gonna let the blender work and we'll be back to put the cheese in. Hey guys, we are back. It is ready. It says we're at end. So we're gonna pop the lid off the top again.
Ooh, lots of steam.
Just set it down. And then gently add your chunks of cheddar cheese.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Alyssa, don't do it that way. Just do them one at a time. I don't need them all over the house.
Shush.
Yeah.
Won't come out. There you go. Got one of them. There we go. Boop. Boop. And boop. Okay.
Okay, put the little cap back on.
Shut up.
Okay, hit cancel.
Cancel.
Okay, and then so then it's on custom blend. Hit the start button. Turn it up to 3, so that's speed 3. And then we're going to custom blend it for 1 minute. So push start.
And doesn't 1 here and 0, 0.
Yep. So it'll count up. Just hit pause. Yep. And it's basically done. So here, Alyssa, take the camera. Okay. And we'll lift the jar off. And I will say, be very careful when taking the lid off because
Once she almost burned herself.
lots of steam. And yes, I almost burned myself. And I'm going to put it in a pot. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right, and then I'm gonna just rinse the pour spout, hot water. And I will say that this cheese makes it a little harder to clean. But as you can see, the jar is super gross. I'm filling it with 3 cups of water.
Don't forget about the soap.
A couple drops of soap.
Okay, do it.
You got it. Okay, then we're gonna hit cancel. Turn it over to heated wash.
Insert.
Hit start.
Now it has to get up to 140.
Which should happen pretty quickly since it's already warm.
Yeah. Oh, it's going down.
Because the water cooled it down.
Going way down.
Hmm?
So it's going way down. Can hear it heating.
Yep, you can hear it heating.
It sounds weird.
You're gonna burn your face.
Sounds like an applause. On 31.
Sorry, I am multitasking. I need...
Here, I got you. Oh, there we go.
dump it.
Okay. Now we just open the lid and pour it out. Ooh, warm. Just rinse it out. And let it air dry.
So as you can see, even the inside is already clean. The last time I made this nacho cheese sauce, I made a double batch and did not clean it before I started the second batch, and it ended up scorching the bottom of the pan or bottom of the blender. No big deal. I cleaned it up with vinegar and salt in a rinse cycle. So the only thing I have left to do now is just kind of clean this top edge where the lid was, which easy peasy, and it's all done. So I would say probably a total 45 minutes to an hour. I've made nacho cheese, I've made taco meat, and then earlier we made the guacamole. So we will have some fantastic nachos for dinner tonight.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.